At the Florida State vs University of Florida dual meet, some of the pros training out of UF got the chance to do some time trials in between some of the college races, and one of those pros was Katie Ledecky. It didn't matter that it was a random short course yard swim in the middle of a college dual meet at the end of January. Katie Ledecky is still Katie Ledecky, which means that she went one of the fastest swims of all time in the 500 freestyle. Ledecky holds the NCAA and American records in this event with a 4:24.06 from the 2017 NCAA championships. Meanwhile, at this time trial, she went a 4:26.08. That's not only just over 2 seconds away from her record-setting time in this event, but also the third fastest swim in history. Comparing the splits between these two swims, we can see that the general split distribution is basically the exact same, with the swim from 2017 just being a bit faster on every single 100, which slowly adds up. That level of consistency in her race strategy and execution is impressive even on its own, and even more so when you think about the fact that there are 8 years in between those two swims. Now, at this point in Ledecky's career, going fast in the yards pool may not exactly be the most important thing, but this swim serves as yet another bullet point on a seemingly endless list of examples of Ledecky's ridiculous longevity. It's a sign that despite being at the front of the world stage for a long time at this point, Ledecky doesn't seem to be falling off anytime soon. You might expect that for a career as long as Ledecky's has been, at this point, even if she is still finding her way to the top of podiums in her events, she'd be doing so while swimming times that are well off of her best. But that doesn't seem to be the case. My go-to example for Ledecky still being able to pop crazy fast times even at this point in her career is her 800 free from the 2023 US Nationals. There, she threw down an 8:07.07, which is the third fastest swim in history and just over 2 seconds away from her ridiculous world record. For me, this 500 free falls into that exact same category, a reminder that she's not going anywhere anytime soon. Ledecky also swam the 400 IM. There, she was a 4:00.75, another really fast swim, if not quite as head-turning as that 500 free. Of course, Katie Ledecky wasn't the only pro swimmer that got the chance to swim a couple of races at this meet. Fellow distance swimmer Bobby Fink put up times in the 200 breast and the 400 IM. Fink is a former NCAA champion in the 400 IM, and his time of 3:42.72 is pretty solid. Meanwhile, his 200 breast time of 2:00.35 is a lifetime best by about 10 seconds. It's been a little while since he swam that one. Kieran Smith just swam the 1000 freestyle with a time of 8:45.65. He breaks 9 minutes for the first time in his career and even manages to sneak his way into the top 25 performers of all time, sitting at number 23. Seeing that kind of makes me wonder what he could do in an 800 freestyle in long course. He's already got a pretty good mix of speed and endurance for his specializations in the 200 and 400 freestyle. So what would happen if you dial up the distance a little bit? Or, double it. Isabel Ivy rounds out the swims for the pros, swimming the 200 fly and the 100 free, securing herself a personal best in that 200 butterfly. Again, yard swims aren't the most vital thing for these pros, but they're still fun and give them the chance to get some more race reps in. And if they're doing it on a platform where we get to watch, well, that just sounds like a win for swim fans everywhere. Swimming short course yards races for American pros isn't that uncommon, in particular for this Florida group, who does this mid-meet time trial routine fairly often. In fact, we also saw swims like this at the recent Eddie Reese Showdown, where pros got the chance to race in between some of the college events, and this meet actually used the chance to see pros swim as part of the marketing, which I think is a very strong decision. It can be a little hard to go back and find results for swims like this, as a lot of the times they don't appear in the official meet results. Around the same time of the year, in 2022, at a dual meet between Florida and Auburn, Ledecky got the chance to race former American record holder in the 500 free, Zane Grothy, where Ledecky touched first. While the official results were never posted, according to some in attendance, Ledecky swam a 4:30, which as a benchmark serves to make that 4:26.0 that much more impressive. What do you think about the times posted by pro swimmers in short course yards? Do you think they're a neat way to check in on how they're doing in their training, or do you think it's all just a waste of time? Let me know down below.